Hey everyone, welcome back to a market closing live stream. Well, we continue to get pain in the market, and we expect this pain in the market to continue at least until J Pow tells us whether he's a hawk or is he a dove, which we will know very soon. I guess I forgot to do a thumbnail, so we're going to get to do a thumbnail really quick together. But anyway, look, the market is very nervous that Jerome Powell is retiring the word transitory, and they're uncertain as to how quickly now Jay Powell is going to freak out and taper. There we go. And that's why the market's freaking out. Now, can the market continue to fall? Can there continue to be pain in the market? Absolutely. I mean, we could end up seeing a 2018 style 20% correction in the SPY, which would bring us back down to under SPY 400. I don't expect that to happen. In fact, we were just talking with course members about what I think is going to be really big next year. In terms of which industries are going to be really big. And I'm planning a bigger video for this. We've been talking about this in the course member live stream for a while now about over the last couple of weeks about which industries I think are going to be really big for 2022. And a lot of it has to do with changing consumer habits. I'll make a video on that eventually. So I'm not prepared to go through all of that yet because I don't have all the answers yet. but yeah, look, 2022 is going to be a vastly different market. And I think the things that did extremely well in 2021 are going to have a harder time doing just as well in 2022. And I think that's because the market's really going to shift. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, this is normal. Markets evolve over time. But a lot of it is going to be predicated on what does Jerome Powell do? Is Jerome Powell going to turn into somebody who thinks we need to tighten as soon as possible, end the taper as soon as possible, and raise rates right after that? Or is he going to do what the bond market is expecting? Which the bond market, if you look at the bond market, it's very clear. The bond market is expecting Jerome Powell to essentially taper, but then act patiently in terms of raising rates. And that means that Jerome Powell is expected to believe that we're at a precipice in terms of inflation, and that as long as they taper, we'll start seeing inflation rotate down, 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 down. And as long as it continues to go down, they might not have to raise rates. That would be the best case scenario, is that they don't end up having to raise rates as quickly as the market anticipates. So we'll see, but that's what's creating a lot of fear right now, and so that's why we're seeing some of these sort of valuation shifts here. I mean, look at some of the lows that we're seeing in the market. So easy way to do this is just go to the day chart and look at DocuSign. DocuSign 140, it's low. Look at SoFi 1460. It's below support. It literally just today fell below support. Earlier today, it was down at 14. I bought some SoFi earlier today. I didn't get the perfect bottom, but I got lower than where it is now. And then, as usual, I send out alerts in the Stocks and Psychology Money Group, which if you're not a part of yet, there is an Xmas code linked below in the description now, and the price will go up after Christmas. So, but we are seeing a really heavy hit on recovery stocks today. Personally, I think it's a little overblown. It's not just the momentum stocks like GameStop getting whacked here or AMC getting whacked here. Gosh, look at it. We had a support line drawn for 28.81 here, and it fell right through that. But anyway, that's not good. I think the next one's like 19 or something like that. But anyway, one of the reasons we're seeing so much pain in the recovery stocks specifically is because of this news about this first Omicron death. And if you haven't watched my Omicron video that I just posted about the first death yet, I highly encourage you watch it. Because in my opinion, there's some really good information in there that hopefully is settling. But I don't think the broader market has that appreciation. And maybe I'm wrong, but you'll see when you watch it. But it's no surprise to me that you are seeing some things that are down, like Toast, which is obviously a restaurant product, Dick's Sporting, Express, Macy's. These are Build-A-Bear. These are the guys that are getting hit hard today. But then again, so are some of the higher risk plays that have sold off. So you have, or that have ran up. So you have retail selling off. Then you have higher yield technologies or higher growth technologies that, in my opinion, are creating nice discounts. I mean, NVIDIA at 284, golly, we loved it over 300. Well, I shouldn't say we loved it over 300. I nibbled on it over 300. The markets loved it over 300. It run like crazy. And I'm like, man, I really hope this thing falls substantially. But hey, now it is. Same thing with Tesla. finally getting Tesla consistently under 1,000 again, which in my opinion is just an opportunity to actually get in on some of the most amazing growth companies that we're going to see this decade. I mean, it was just a few weeks ago, Tesla was going to the moon, Nvidia was going to the moon on Metaverse, right? And now we're getting these beautiful opportunities to go shopping at lower prices. And I do think that these lower prices are going to remain something sort of on the forefront over the next 36 hours. So I think, well, look, it's possible we'll have a positive bounce tomorrow on Tuesday, because usually after a big red day, you tend to have a little bit of a green day, right? But I wouldn't be surprised that Wednesday morning, right before JPOW talks, I would not be shocked if we end up having the lowest prices Wednesday morning, because I think that's literally when every headline is going to be, what's JPOW going to do? What's JPOW going to do? And it's going to create so much anxiety of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, that personally, I think there's a good shot we could have the best pricing for buying the dip right before JPOW speaks. Now, that's not to say that you shouldn't buy the dip now. I did a little bit of nibbling today, not a lot, because I have to move some money around. Although I think some of my money's already moved around. But I got to check while I'm at it. But anyway, I do think that there's some gorgeous opportunities here, and I do in just a moment want to go through what I think are some relatively low prices again. Quickly, just want to see what we've got here. So let's see here. Okay, so I pulled that. Okay, all right, good. Ooh, I like it. Okay, good. So I just wanted to double check that. Okay, good. So let's see. Let's look at pricing a little bit. Let's just sort by name here rather than winners or losers. And let's just understand for a moment where some of these prices have gone. So Autodesk 270. I can't recall. No, Autodesk, I mean, it's down from some of its high levels, but it's not like Autodesk is in substantial pain right now. It's certainly come down. ARC at 94. I mean, this is almost heading back into the 80s, which is really depressing for Kathy. I mean, this is a solid trend line down here on lots of Powell fears. Good old Powie. Nah, it's not the best trend line I can draw. Nah, whatever. We'll just leave that for right now. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's such a crappy line. And anyway, I mean, it's obvious right now. It's just pain over at ARC. So, and I generally don't like drawing trends on ETFs, but sometimes you do. I mean, it'd be similar to like calling it an index like the SPY. I mean, we draw lines there. Anyway, Google, it's at 2947. It was over 3,000. It's not far off of its all-time highs. I do think Google is going to be a big winner in 2022. So I'm keeping an eye on that one. Apple finally reversing off of its all-time highs, but that's not particularly juicy. AMC, you're getting the complete momentum extinguishment at AMC, which all of the apes and the diamond handers and everybody who thinks they're a tough guy, they just end up selling. It's sad. I'm still hodling. So Amazon 34. I'm not sure we're super excited here. AMD 133. I mean, I'd love the opportunity to see AMD under 100 again. It's sat under 100 for so long. Backed holdings. This goes back to 10, folks. Watch this one, okay? I would write this one down. Backed goes back to $10. That's like, that to me is more of like a no-brainer. But well, watch my video on Backed. BAKKT. Watch my video on that. I still think their valuation at even $10 is a little kooky, but I would watch that one because there could be a trade potential in a seeing Backed move. But more of a trade potential. I don't know if I would hodl them, especially in this environment. Money-losing fintechs are a little scary right now. Ooh, Cardano is almost down under 120. Corsair Gaming chilling out around 20. I mean, this is just at all-time lows here between 20 and 21. Corsair Gaming I actually like. I've got some options on them. Cloudflare up about 3.8%. Sweet. It's one of the very few greens we've got today. Okay. Okay. So then we have, what else do we have? Okay, Coinbase down 2%. Dick's Sporting. Where is Dick's Sporting relative to where they had been? Let's take a quick look. It's actually not that far down. I mean, you're like paying July prices for Dick's Sporting right now, right? So you've got Delta and Omicron that have really watered it down a little bit. CCL would be interesting. Where's CCL? Carnival at 1844. Well, we were just able to pick it up at 1790 not that long ago. I consider re-entering sub 18 again. Ooh, EXBI. There's another one that's under a longer term support line here. This is one, if this one drops under 30 again, so it's getting a little juicy again too. Let's see here. Faraday Futures under $5 for Faraday Futures. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, hold on. Okay, sorry. Okay, what else? Gosh, GameStop 136. I mean, this is a long, and I have not drawn support lines for GameStop in a very, very long time, like probably since January. So some of these lines are probably taking us back to Jan time. And we just broke past the 142, kind of heading towards that 124. It's not so ideal for GameStop. Doesn't necessarily mean we'll go down that way, but with the fear in the market right now. I mean, look at some of these stocks here, just absolutely obliterated. Hippo obliterated. Home Depot 406. Look at that though. Home Depot is just holding on strong. Really impressive. That's really impressive. Okay, let's keep looking here. Somebody mentions Apple. Apple ceasing production. What? I didn't hear that. Let me see that. Apple cease production. I'm gonna pull that up. 1 second here. This is from last week, huh? Stop the production of the iPhone, iPad because of ongoing shortages. But we kind of had already known about these supply chain issues. I don't see that as something that'll be anything more than a temporary issue for Apple. They'll come back fine. Lucid, I think, still has a little bit of pain ahead of it. $40. Don't get me wrong, love the company. I think they're a great competitor to Tesla. I'm very curious to see how their vehicle actually competes against Tesla, certainly against the newer models of Teslas. Lemonade above 40. Still money-losing company, though, so you got to be careful. Matterport under 23. See, now that's starting to look nice again. That already looks nice. Let me go a little faster here. Mind Medicine is sitting at $1.75. That's crazy. It's one of Kevin O'Leary's faves. NVIDIA 285. NIO. I still think NIO has a good shot of going under 30 if this sort of pain continues over the next couple of days. No guarantees. And I don't want to discourage you from buying the dip. I bought the dip already a little bit this morning, and I'm ready to buy the dip some more. Surprised with Peloton's 7% move, though. Pinterest continues to evaporate. Redfin stuck at 40. Roblox got lower earlier today. I think they were like at 108. Roblox really's got to go back under 75. Then you'd have a little bit more juice in that. That was sort of right after it IPO'd. It was stuck in like the 60s. Remember that? Darn Roblox. It did so well. That'd be a nice another opportunity to look. Gosh, but look at Toast. It's almost down 50% from its all-time highs. Yeah, that's crazy. It's over 50% from its all-time highs. Wow. And that was recent too. That was just during the euphoria of November, the end of the year rally, right? That just got smashed if you didn't take profits. Very good food companies at 85 cents. Trade Desk at 92. Okay, Trade Desk has traded, I mean, it was under 70 not that long ago. So, I mean, Trade Desk, I think there could be still a little opportunity to wait. A lot of crazy deals. I mean, a lot of things just getting really low in price. Let me see, Monday.com. Monday.com's finally chillaxing a little bit. This had such an insane euphoric run. We're almost back to IPO prices, though. I mean, IPO price is around 180, and the thing's at 272. Never mind, we still got a little bit of room to go, but we're trending in that direction. So don't get me wrong, like I know the red sucks and the pain sucks, and there's a good chance of it continuing, at least for the time being. But yeah, there we go. There's a good chance of that pain continuing for the time being until we get JPOW coming out. And I have a feeling if the market continues to be red today and tomorrow, that JPOW is going to be a little dovish on Wednesday. So I'm bullish on that, buying the dip beforehand. That's my take. We'll see. Could be wrong. And if you're wrong, well, then the market crashes and you go into margin and try to buy at the bottom, or you go bankrupt. I don't know. One of those will happen. Anyway, wow, Ethereum at 37.26. Lots of unique pain here. Look at that. Bitcoin 46.5. Continuing to bleed down. Lots of blood. Lots of that. Okay, so let's take a look and see what else is going on here. Let's see. You feel NEO will jump this week around NEO Day? No, I don't think NEO Day is going to do anything for NEO, honestly. I think it's the broader market that's going to move all of these here. Cheesecake. Yeah, I wonder how Cheesecake has been doing. Let me see here. I'm just looking at some of your comments. Cheesecake. 1 point. Yeah, I mean, Cheesecake's been bleeding down. I don't know how enthused I am to buy Cheesecake unless it was probably in like the under 25. I don't know. I hate owning the restaurants, honestly. Puts are an option. Well, that is true. Puts are an option. If you did think the market was going to continue going down. By the way, in case you're ever wondering how I can put these comments up on screen, check out StreamYard. Go to StreamYard.com/MeetKevin or go to MeetKevin, MetKevin.com/StreamYard. Doesn't matter. MetKevin.com/StreamYard. And check out StreamYard. It's a really, really good way to create professional live streams. Really convenient, really awesome. You can multi-stream to like Twitch and other platforms and Facebook. StreamYard's awesome. So check them out. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn. Awesome platform. And so we could say it. The video is sponsored by StreamYard. So go to StreamYard.com/MeetKevin or MetKevin.com/StreamYard. Doesn't matter, but that is what I use to throw up your comments and to do all my streams. I like Affirm. I do think that Affirm has a really good shot of heading back under 100 over the next couple days. No guarantees. Again, we could get a nice little bounce tomorrow, and then that bounce could continue before the Fed runs. So I wouldn't squander. Like, look, I always say, don't squander a red day. Okay, don't squander a red day means don't miss out on the opportunity to buy just because you're waiting on something. If you have cash available, of course. I'm waiting to have my cash available. I wish I had done these transfers last week, but I didn't. So now I'm transferring. I'm moving some money around, and tomorrow I'll be ready to buy. I do think, again, we could have a small bounce tomorrow, maybe some more red Wednesday morning, and that's ideally where I want to shop. I think Jerome Powell is going to be a boost, not a pain, but I probably won't go all in because it's always possible that Jerome Powell ends up screwing us. Don't rely on him to bail you out. Reason for that is Jerome Powell screwed us in February. Remember when we had the big dip in February? And then he started talking and he just made everything worse. So yeah, StreamYard's great. Awesome, Will. Thanks for reiterating that. Everyone's waiting for the FOMC for sure. A lot of people are. I'll probably buy right before the FOMC meeting. Look at the SPY. The SPY has been doing great. The SPY has just been absolutely incredible. It does look like it might be rotating down on the minute chart. But in terms of the day chart, I mean, oh, whoa, look at that institutional selling. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. More selling going into Powell. Ooh, yes. All right, let's take a look at Apple. There it is. The end of the day, institutional selling. Let's check out MSFT. Microsoft as well. Adobe. Yep, same thing. Tesla. Less obvious. Amazon. Yep, same thing. Diz. Yep, same thing. NVIDIA, pretty much the same thing. Dude, 6.4, 6.5% to the downside. Ooh, I love me the end of the day sales. Who's got my money? Transfer some of this. Yeah, one more transfer. Oh, I kind of want to buy something. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. Let me try. Okay, if I do a transfer money. Okay, I need to transfer money to which one? They make it so complicated. Scheisse. Oh, there we go. 42. Okay. Transfer. 1 second, please. Please, we must make a money move. Move this to this. And then I multiply this by this. And then I hit Xfer. And then I do the next. And then I do the next again. The problem is I don't think it's available right away. Darn it. It's not. It's so annoying. Man. Oh, of course. Now it's U-turning again. See, look at that. The end of the day NVIDIA dip. Darn it. So this is why. Get your money transferred and ready. It's all that pain. Market. No, whatever. All right. Somebody wants to know if I bought any crypto. Well, if you were part of the courses, you already know the answer. It's worth it, folks. You pay once. If you miss the other sales, check out the Xmas coupon code link down below. You get lifetime access. It's kind of cool. And we recently had a really big partnership come back alive, which is cool. It's not even sponsored. Like, I don't make anything off of it. But a lot of people in the course are like, oh my gosh, I'm saving so much money at a big old box store that pretty much everybody shops at. They're like, this more than paid for the course, just that one coupon that we can get with you. And then you get all the lectures basically for free and the buy, sell. It's amazing. So check that out. Link down below. Use that Xmas coupon. Can't believe Christmas is coming up. It's crazy, folks. Crazy. Beans Main says 100% worth. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate that. All right. Yeah. All right. So let's see if we're still getting the SPY rotation down here in the last minute. Did my money ever show up? Stupid thing. Whatever. I don't think I'm going to be buying today. No, I'm not. Tomorrow. But look at that SPY sell-off into the close. That institutional selling. I honestly expect that to continue tomorrow. I could be wrong because I do think we'll see a bounce tomorrow. But this is J-Pow's got the market on pins and freaking needles. People hate uncertainty. People are like, oh my gosh, inflation's going to the moon. This guy's going to tank the market. He's going to ruin everything. And so look at that classic sell-off into the close there. Visa, PayPal, some low figures here. Look at that. Poor old Shift Technologies. 9% today. OMG. I don't own any anymore. But I do like Shift as a company. But boy, oh boy. All right, let's listen to the close.
So fading considerably into the close. And so there we have it. I mean, we've been talking about some of the stocks that have been under pressure. There are some tech stocks that have been holding up relatively well. But, it's been rough, particularly for growth names like NVIDIA, names like Snap, Airbnb. We'll see where that goes. And now, Rick is back.
All right, there we go. Dow is down 0.89%, S&P down 0.91%, NASDAQ down 1.39%, Russell down 1.42%. Shout out to those of you in the comments here. Jess, thank you for saying that. I got a shout out here. The Stocks and Psychology of Money course will make you more money than you paid for it. He has fantastic ideas on business, finance, and stocks. My favorite investment this year. Thank you. And I didn't pay Jess to say that. Thank you so much for saying that, though. That's super cool. I get to press when Kevin is around. Course is definitely worth it. Oh, thank you. 100% worth it. Oh, you're so nice. Oh, this is hilarious. Buy the courses. I went from broke and homeless to rich and homeless. That's hilarious. Thank you. Keep in mind, this video is sponsored by StreamYard. Go to meetkevin.com/StreamYard, metkevin.com/StreamYard. Doesn't matter. They all go to the same place. Check that out to learn more about professional video streaming at StreamYard. And of course, check out the links down below for the programs on building your wealth. Use that code XMIS. You get lifetime access and, of course, member live stream access as well. You hear all my ideas first there. Okay, somebody here is asking me, Kevin, do you believe the CPI numbers have been accurate? I'm most interested in rent and housing prices. I personally think they're way off the actual numbers or trailing far behind. So the second part of what you said is actually 100% correct. The numbers of CPI read for housing are almost designed to lag. They have about a 6-month lag built into them. So we're actually expecting inflation to rotate down this year, but then get propped up by higher housing prices and higher inflation prices finally being realized by CPI. So yes, you have you do have an issue with the way the current CPI is calculated, but that is the way it's calculated. And so as long as you know that that's still coming, that I think is important for you to consider as an investor. So let's see here. Oh, welcome, Online Rob. Thanks so much for joining here. All right. Let's see how some things ended here. Oh, look at the DWAX sell-off there right into the close. Oh, yeah, look at that sell-off on DWAC. That dropped 10% right into the close. See that right there is called a whale coming into dump. Darn. All right. Let's see how it might be too early to see anything. And I don't think we have any. Let me see if we have earnings today. I don't think so. I'll check. Welcome, Hustle Smart. So today, nobody worth talking about in terms of earnings. No offense to those companies. They're just small. Smile Direct Club sold off a little bit more into the close there. Unity up a tiny little bit in the after hours. Let's see here. MRIN down about 2.6. Nothing major happening in the after hours yet. It's obviously a little too early to tell. Let's do another look here on BTC USD. Pull up the VIX. Oh, I'll pull up the VIX. Hold on. We'll do that. Let's get my coffee. Bloomberg still Bloomberg. Bitcoin. Hold on. Maybe let's check out. All right, whatever. So, okay, what else do we have? So, Bitcoin dropping 46.6. Oh yeah, we're gonna look at the VIX. Oh my gosh, AMC down 15%. So the volatility index, I mean, relative to what we've seen, you know, when I went on vacation, it's like the market was most red when I went on vacation, and then my red hair faded, turned into this pink color thanks to the Cabo beaches, and yeah, rotated a little down here, but still seeing a lot of pain in the market. Not so much on the indices, just on mostly individual stocks, just getting murked. And individual cryptos, of course. But golly, AMC 15%. That was the biggest loser on our list today. Followed by Nextdoor. Gosh, this was a momentum one there for a period of time when they IPO'd. Let's take a look at the day chart. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is a disgusting chart. I mean, nothing holds a candle to how nasty Robinhood is. You want to see a gross chart, it's that one. I mean, look at that flag. And by flag, I literally mean the IPO hype and then the floor of zero connected by a diagonal line. This is what we call the zero flag. How to go from hype to zero, from hero to zero in the stock market. Yeah. Oops. So what else? Let's see here. Build-A-Bear, Hut 8, with the miners selling off. That's not a surprise with the crypto sell down. You're still falling on NVIDIA here. You're now down at 281, kind of flat in the after hours, but still getting that discount on NVIDIA. I think is an opportunity, but we just don't know how far it's going to go. for me, again, I hope I'm not reiterating it too much. I'm looking for right before Powell speaks for just mass uncertainty. Although I'm worried that you're going to get a lot of buy the dippers right before Powell speaks. So who knows? Could be maybe later tomorrow or very early, like market open Wednesday. So I'm kind of like getting money ready for then. Do I think Robinhood's going to get bought out? No, but that's an interesting concept, because if I do a quick little look at their market cap, Hood stock, their market cap, dang, $17 billion company. Holy smokes. They've really shrunk. Wow. Okay. All right. Huh. Whew. It's a lot of pain. Somebody here says they bought ARK Invest at 146 and you're still holding. You, sir, have diamond hands. Yeah. Hood, I do think, is actually juicy. I think the reason why USD's strength relative to the rest of the world is holding up because other countries have also devalued their currencies. I know what you're saying with stimulative efforts, but you're still suffering from low inflation and basically deflation over in Japan. And I don't think you've necessarily got currency devaluation going on over there. So I don't know about that. And I don't know if we can directly correlate inflation with devaluing. That's a complicated one. Yeah, thinking about that like on a global perspective, I think is quite complicated. And then little asterisk, I think the value of USD should be valued against assets. Well, so what you're saying is backed by like gold. It's never going to happen again. Purchasing power in general. Yeah. I understand where your frustration comes from. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Some of these comments are hilarious. Oh, yeah. All essential. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, Kathy Wood is into Christmas booze early. Trader Jeff Free says you picked up Enphase at 208. That's not bad, dude. Oh, you had a limit on that, didn't you? Let me see that. Oh, no, you didn't. I mean, that's incredible. You had to have like a 109 or something limit on that. And then you picked it up right as it was falling. That's good. Lucky you. I mean, look, the difference between that and this, we're talking about like 2%, but it's still like, that's cool. Like, good for you. That's a good buy today. We should do like a thing. Who had the best purchase of the day? I like that one. That's good. Sonny says, Kevin just lost lots of money. Yeah, that is true. But you know what I didn't lose is shares. It's such an old saying. Your boy Kevin just lost lots of money. That's right. Make sure if you're buying the dip that you're also buying the dip in Kevin's courses using the Christmas code down below. Oh my gosh. Yeah, 208.60. Nice job. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I did see that about Kathy Wood saying she's soul searching. Yeah. Where can I get the giant Charmander? It's funny. So I was debating whether or not I should spend 25,000 Dave & Buster's points on this thing. And so I was Googling like 50-inch Charmander plush thing or whatever. First of all, it ain't plush. The thing's hard like a rock. And second of all, I couldn't find it anywhere. It's actually a 45-inch. It says 45-inch Charmander. Maybe you could find it, but I tried Googling it and I couldn't find it. So, yeah. Because you could buy like why am I going to spend my Dave & Buster's points on something else that I could buy? Like I couldn't find that anywhere else. And look, he's holding out my monitor for me. Like, he's so nice. He actually serves a purpose. you know, and then we gave him like a little bit of red light from underneath to make it seem like he's got a tongue or something there, like he's actually alive. Kevin should interview Kathy to cheer her up. Oh gosh, ChargePoint gave you green today? No way. Let me see. CHPT. Oh my gosh. ChargePoint. Hey, this is a long-term support line right here. 1970. We basically fell to that again. I mean, these are the kind of levels where it's like, how could you not just buy everything? I mean, not everything's a good deal. Like, I'm not going YOLO on Apple, right? But they're so like, oh man, people got so mad at me when the market was zooming. It was doing this, and I'm like, I'm selling some stocks, I'm taking profits, and everybody was leaving me clown emoji and paper hand emoji, and they're like, how come you're not buying? I just bought this, and now I'm up 10%, and I'm like, whatever, yo, I'm waiting for the dip. Now we got the dip, now I'm buying the dip, and then you buy the dip, and the dip keeps dipping. People are like, oh my gosh, I bought because you bought, and now it dipped another 10%. Like, well, where would you rather have bought? Here or there? You might be down in both cases, but where would you rather have been down from? But that's just classic investing and the psychology of money, right? Is that who cares? Like, you want to use these pain opportunities to invest for the next 10 to 20 years. You really think NVIDIA in 10 years is it, like, we're going to care about these stupid candlesticks in 20 years? Like these little fluctuations here? Oh, but if you can at least time your purchases to periods of pain, look, anything you're buying right now is down as the entire market's down. Like, you know, when you're the ultimate loser is when all of this stuff is green, and let's say you bought AMC yesterday and then it's down 15% and literally the entire market is green. That's when you feel like crap. That's when you're literally
the house of pain.
In the house of pain. Like, that sucks. But if everything's down, now who cares? It's just a discount sale. With the exception of some of the stay-at-home stuff. Hey, look, Wayfair actually went back up over 200. Oh my gosh. Now that is one. That is one I think is really interesting. Why Wayfair went down this low? To 197. Look at that pain chart right here. Well, yeah, that is true, Will, about the tornadoes. But if you hid in the bathtub, I guess you were okay. Rents are going up faster than new properties can be built. That is true. Couldn't Apple get in the game by buying Robinhood? Yeah, totally. The 45-inch Charmander is selling for $400 to $600 on eBay. Oh my gosh. NFT Charmander will cost more than a 45-inch real one. Imagine 45 inches. When Kevin grabbing some Palantir dip. Yeah, probably not anytime soon. I think Palantir is this phenomenal company. I do get very nervous though about how broad their TAM really is. And maybe because I'm not a user of the product, I misunderstand that. But that is something that concerns me. There are various different reasons for that. But whatever. I did sell my Palantir. Tattooed chef is green. That's good. Let me see. Hey, it was at 1481 not that long ago. Did it actually go green today? I mean, I believe you. I want to know how much. Let me see here. There we go. Wow, up 0.5% today on Tattooed Chef. That's cool. Future of collectibles is interesting. Will physical collectibles become more valuable as digital assets become more mainstream, or will new generations not care about physical collectibles? I personally don't love physical collectibles. But yeah. Lying flat movement to understand what's going on in China. You know, I've read a little bit about that already, but I'm going to write down to do a little bit more. It's a good one. Okay, cool. Yeah, Lucid went green today. That is true. Did you hear about a Bored Ape NFT that sold by 3K for 3K instead of 300K by mistake? Nope, but good for whoever got that deal. They just made $279,000 or $297,000 on a mistake. That's hilarious. Okay, I think we did good. I appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully this was insightful. I wish you all the best out there, and always remember,
Your boy Kevin just lost lots of money.
but don't let that stop you from buying the courses linked down below, because you can take advantage of the price before it goes up after Christmas. So that's where we have to, where is it? Oh gosh, I can't find it. I can't find the buy button. Buy. Yeah, that one. And then you'll be really happy. Yeah. And then we'll go to the horse race together.